guys, it's Shell with Creative Shell Bear, Little Acres Creations. Today I'm just going to do a watercolor card and heat embossed card using Mama from Mama's Flock. I have a piece of watercolor paper, and this is Tim Holtz watercolor paper, and I have Mama on my block, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and use some Versamark. And we're going to go ahead and stamp her right in the center and emboss her. So I'm just aiming for the center. I just kind of want her to be the main focus. Okay. Okay, and I'm just using some very fine black embossing powder. We're going to go ahead and emboss her real quick. Okay, and you just want to make sure that your embossing is really dry and cool, because what we're going to use is I'm going to use a masking technique, but it's masking paste. Let's see, my tape kind of. Okay, and we're just going to use just masking paste. I'm going to go ahead and just dab that on, but you want to make sure, like I said, you don't want it hot because you don't want it to cook into your paper. Okay, so our masking fluid is dry. Now we're just going to put on some color. Get my brushes here. Okay, and again I'm using just the shimmering H2Os. And I'm just going to put a really heavy layer of water on here. And on top of the masking, that's going to act as a resist, so our color is going to be on the side. So I'm just using some green. This one is a green tea, and I just wanted kind of like a landscape pattern or landscape colors. Okay. And then this one is, let me see, I forgot what they're called. Olive Vine. And I'm just going to put in just a little of this, the Olive Vine, just to give us a little bit dimension and some pretty colors. And if you've never used the shimmering H2Os, they are so beautiful. And they really shimmer and shine. I think it's just so beautiful. Okay, so now I'm just going to put some blue, and this is like Mediterranean blue. Look at this. This is so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm just going to kind of do a little blue here and there, because I still want it to look like clouds. So I don't want it to... There's a little bit of green in it. That's okay. I think that's really pretty. Kind of just go around Mama. I just think she's so cute. See the pretty greens. Blue and the green. I love the shimmer of it. Okay, so now I'm just going to let this dry. Again, I don't want to use my heat tool too much because it will cook the paste, the masking paste, and I don't want it to, you know, ruin my thing. If you do decide to use the heat tool, you can come around and just kind of go on the edges, which I might just help it along just a little bit, but I don't want to focus on my printing. So it's dry now, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to use my finger to remove the masking fluid. And it just comes off so simple. Isn't that cool? I just think that is so cute. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to remove our tape. And then we'll come back with our and color in Mama. Isn't she just so cute? And look how shimmery the colors are. Isn't that just so pretty? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use my ink block over here. Just going to set it on a piece of white paper so I can see my colors. And I'm just going to choose some colors that I want to use for that. And I'm just using some Distress inks as watercolor. So I'm just going to do like a red, which is, this one is Fired Brick. Do a yellow. And then I'm going to do the orange, which is Spice Marmalade. Okay, and I'm just going to get a small brush, and I'm just going to use just a bit of water with these. I'm just going to spray my, just going to use a little bit of water just in the center of my block so that I can pull in some color. Some brown, if I have it. Oh, here's some. I'm going to use some Vintage Photo for the eggs. Into our blue shimmer that we use for the sky. I'm just going to go back into that, and I'm going to color in her knitting. Just because I thought, I really love that color, and I thought how fun it would be just to kind of help blend, you know, pull it in. Okay, let's kind of smooth it out there. Okay, and I'm just going to let that dry, and we'll come back and put our card together. And when I took my watercolor off, I went ahead and trimmed around the edges, and it's just a little bit too small, I think, for it to look good. So I'm going to frame it out in a green, and I really like that look. It kind of brings in the green better, kind of brings it all together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some double stick tape. Okay, so I'm going to use some double stick tape, and this is from Simply Scrapbooking Made Simple. This is their brand. And I really want some really good tape on this, because even though it's watercolor paper, it did warp a little bit, and I want it to, you know, to really hold up and kind of flatten out a bit. I'm just going to put just a touch right here. Just going to set that on the front. Isn't that just so sweet? Okay, and because to me she's kind of up above, I have a Faber-Castell Pitt pen, and I really just need a little bit of shadow, because to me it looks like she's kind of hanging out in the middle of the paper, and this kind of grounds her, and I really like that. I think it just needed something, you know, that kind of put her on a solid space, solid area. So that is the card for today. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's really fun, and you know, it just shows you different techniques that you can use. So if you're interested in Mama's Flock stamp set, then head on over to littleacrescreations.com. Come visit us at Little Acres Creations on Facebook, where we're just having a fun time, and would love to have you guys come over there, recreate some of my videos, and be entered into a drawing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys have a great day.